Chris Louviere starts on pole position for the second time this season, and on his outside is Hamilton Autosports' Sean Angel. 45th round of the championship, the Launch Energy Elite Series makes their yearly trip to the Lone Star State, and for the 4th year in a row, we are at a different racetrack. This time around, we've made a stop at San Antonio's Remembrance Field. This is normally a stadium for football, but we will not be playing football today, as there has been a purpose-built racetrack built in the stadium, and we'll be going racing around that for 175 laps. It's a big state-of-the-art facility, with heavy banking and fast speeds for a short track, and it's going to make for some very exciting racing action. It's a very grippy track too. One of the big stories, there's some very notable issues in practice with Phyllis Fedor and Connor Atwood going to the back with mechanical issues. Charles Sanford actually originally qualified on the pole, but failed post-qualifying inspection, handing the pole to Chris Louviere, who prior to this season hadn't started on pole since 2015. DJ Curtis also failed inspection. And then the other major story is this is the last race that will be using the owner's points from last season. This is the cutoff. After this race, we'll be using the owner's points from this season, so a lot of the smaller teams are going to make sure they can get a good result today to maybe score them some owner's points, lock them in, because with how big the fields have been, you definitely want to get those owner's points to lock yourself in. We'll be keeping an eye, so a few smaller teams we'll be keeping an eye on, like Smart Colbert, Jason Evans, Jason Perkle, Abdel Jabari, and Asherton Zona, to name a few. It's those will be drivers we'll be watching here today. Now, without further ado, let's get down to the track for the running of the Exxon 175. Chris Louviere might not have the best track record on short tracks, but he is sure to make the most of this opportunity. A lucky failed inspection for the pole sitter gives Chris Louviere his second pole of the year. And it's a big opportunity for him. He's going to try and get the win for this 40 team. Sean Angel on his outside. Nutter Hamilton right behind Louviere. He's going to have to beat the Hamilton boys and 39 other cars here today as we come down to the line. We're green, we're rocking in Texas for the Exxon 175. Louviere got a fantastic jump. Immediately pulled a gap right out of the gate. Meanwhile, Ryder Smith makes the move on his teammate. Smith finally gains some momentum. Your reigning series champ won last time out in Denver, and he'll be one to watch. Now this track is very interesting. See, a lot of room to go anywhere. We can see potential for 4-wide racing on this track. 3-wide is easy, as you see right here. Brandon Barnes, Allie Nelson, and Jason Perkle. Jason Perkle will be one we'll be watching, keeping an eye on today, because he is fighting to stay inside the top 30 in owners' points. This is the last race for using last season's owners' points. The owners' points from 2017. After this race, this is the cutoff. After this race, we'll start using the current season's owners' points. So it's very important that Perkle gets a good run today. Matt Duncan up to P3. He's had a good start. He's generally been good on short tracks. He's got a great track record on them. Aiden Shepard, not so much, but I mean, this is his home state. Maybe he's extra motivated to perform for the home crowd. He's had a great start here. Cavagnaro in 6th. Apparently he's looking on the 6th. Can't make anything happen. Well, hold on. He's got the line. Brandon Barnes. He's been on the move. Lot of speed early for the 1 car. 19-year-old Brandon Barnes. He's one of the Wrecking Ball's prospect drivers, and he is up into P7. Great stuff there for the Amazon machine. Ray Krieger made it 3-wide. Sean Angel dropping back. This is definitely a bottom feeder. You do not want to be stuck up there because you can lose a lot of ground very, very quickly. Now, if you get sent up there, you need to respond. Oh, look at this! Well, here's a couple of your cars that started in the back. Phyllis Fedor and Charles Sanford. Fedor here to 20, Sanford to 24. They both started the back. Sanford clocked in the fastest time in qualifying, but failed post-qualifying inspection, so he rolled off in 39th. But it looks like they've got some good speed. Look at Fedor. She is hugging the bottom. She knows that's the way to go around this track. And they are both in the top 20. Maxwell Chan not had the start he's been looking for. He's been searching for that 10th career win for quite some time now, and he just hasn't been able to find anything. He's never been able to make it work on the right day. And meanwhile up front, to get another look here, Chris Louviere still very fast. Nobody really has an answer for him right now. This is the fastest Louviere's ever looked on a short track, that's for sure. Like I mentioned at the start of the program, he is looking to make the most of that pole position he was gifted. Like, if you looked at his qualifying this year, you wouldn't believe that before this year, his last pole position was in 2015. He's really turned up his game in the qualifying sessions so far in 2018. Oh, look at it. Eli Bright and Ryan Manson, two young guns there entering the top 10. This is Eli Bright's first start of the year. I've got Fedor already working her way up. Here's Christopher Bryant. Bryant, of course, won at Atlanta. His first career win. He's not even a full-time driver, and he's already a winner. Very promising young driver to keep an eye on. While we go through, I would like to draw attention to some of the drivers fighting to get into owners. This is a very interesting one here. Kyoko Miyama. She has I believe Miyama has a chance to get owners points. She needs to finish 25th to tie her teammate Cinder Komori. Needs to finish 24th to pass her. She's certainly doing that right now. She's in 15th at the moment. Looking for the next one. Jason Evans fighting to stay in. This is his home track too, so he's got a lot of fans up there in the stands. A lot of people want to see that 55 car do well. Connor Atwood trying to work his way up still. Madeline Atkins trying to stay in. Asherton Zona. Here's a clump of them all. Asherton Zona and Mark Holbert. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't remember if Miyama's had a shot. Zona and Holbert, I think, are the ones that need 25th or 24th. Abdel Jabri here in Carbon 90 needs a finish of 20th place. He needs a top 20. Maxwell Chan is having some serious issues right now. Something is just not right with the 41. His usual short track pace nowhere to be found as he's just been free-falling through the field. Why don't we go back up through the order? Cavagnaro fell back a little bit. Angel trying to make some progress after his poor start. Seems he's still got the pace in that 14 machine. Closing in on Ray Krieger, trying to bounce back for some bad luck he's been having lately. Krieger's looked way faster than his rookie campaign, but his bad luck, the bad luck that has seemingly been plaguing that 17 team, has not left him alone. And Angel, of course, also a nagging thing that will not leave him alone. He is really just trying to find a way underneath. I think he'll get there. He looks pretty quick. Ryan Manson trying to find speed, and Ryan Acosta now inside the top 10. Fedor gets sent up the racetrack. And looks like getting a good angle here of Shepard. Like, Shepard and Angel are both just trying to make progress. Like, once you can get alongside a car, it's not too hard to make a pass work, but it's the getting alongside thing that is a problem. It is tough to initiate a pass on this track. You see a lot of comers and goers. Because you saw Eli Bright in the top 10 earlier, now he's out of the top 20, thanks to Rio Lucas, who's had a fantastic start to this race. He doesn't pride himself as a short tracker, so that is very surprising pace for the 56. He had an impressive showing last week too, but didn't get the finish he wanted. He only managed like, I think 29th, but his pace and results don't really mesh. He had a pretty impressive performance. It looks like the leaders are starting to approach lap traffic. As is the case of any short track, lap traffic is one of the major factors. Like, a race will be won or lost, depending on how well you can navigate slow traffic. Mark Colbert not doing what he needs to do, by the way, as he's dropped to P40, and now he's a lap down. Jason Perkle also struggling miserably. Jabri. That's a disappointing thing. Jabri had an amazing qualifying performance, but no race pace. He's been dropping like a rock. But nobody can do a thing about this 40 car. That gap's been pretty stagnant between Louvier and Smith. Neither really getting an advantage over the other. Yeah, like Smith gained a 100th that time by. Oh, Angel's coming in. I'm not sure if that's scheduled. You see the car being obscured by the camera. He's not being joined by anyone. That may be an issue for car number 14. Louvier really cutting through the lap cars now. Smith, not giving me his itch. I thought I heard a spin. Thought I heard something in the pits. I thought I heard something. Seems like I may have been mistaken, actually. Well, we're starting to get a look. I think Angel's about to come out the pits. There he is. Couple laps down now. Let's get back to the front. Like I was trying to say, leaders are really starting to cut through traffic. Louvier getting held up a little bit by the 60 of Vijay Kasuma. The Malaysian driver is making his debut in the LES today. And he is under fire from the leader. And actually, that's helped Smith close the gap significantly. Pericles has to deal with the 07. Of course, she's not going to give him much space since she's fighting to get locked in. She needs everything she can get. Pericles now shoves her aside. And there's DJ Curtis, who's not having a good day. He's outside the points at the moment. And he's about to get put a lap down. We'll see. We'll see if he does anything, because he's in a technical alliance with that car right behind the 40. Charles Sanford's got a really quick car today. Alright, don't forget, he rolled off 39th. He's already up to P12. He's very fast. Kyle Collins, another guy looking good. Not normally a short tracker, but right now he's in the process of passing Allie Nelson for position. That is for P9. Nelson also not really a short tracker. We got a few drivers not known for their short track prowess having some great performances. Brock going way wide. But Louvier still stuck behind the 78. I don't know if he's just having trouble or if Curtis is intentionally blocking. Personally, I think he's just struggling a little bit. Because Curtis is in a battle with the cars in front of him. He's allowed to defend his position. Pericles makes the move for third. That should be an easy move. Krieger free wide at the lappers. He's got to catch up to his satellite team. Yep, Aiden Shepard showing up the A-team. He's got some great pace, and he's making the most of it. So he's gonna pass the other A-team car. What a run! Like, Shepard has shown so much pace so far. Oh, there's the move! There's the move! Ryder Smith! Louvier was stuck behind him for way too long, and Ryder Smith has capitalized. We'll get a replay of that since we had just missed it. But Ryder Smith, now you're leader of the race, and that's opened the floodgates. Pericles jumps on the 40. He's up to P2 now. He's going to chase down the 18, and I think Aiden Shepard may try to join him. Oh, Louvier is going to go wide. I think he's clear. Oh, no, he's not. Shepard with great traction off of 4. Louvier is starting to fall back a little bit. Here's your replay. You'll watch the 78 goes down low to try and block, and Louvier gets squeezed up high. and that opened the door for Ryder Smith to go by. And I mean, Curtis is justified there because he's fighting for the cars in front of him. He's defending, he wants to stay on the lead lap. But regardless, I don't think Chris Lavier will be sending him any Christmas cards anytime soon. He definitely showed some displeasure over the radio. We just got an update. Phyllis Fedor has pit. We don't know for what. We don't know if she's short pitting or if she's having an issue, but that's the second Hamilton car to pit early. There could be something going on with those cars. That is a little troubling. And having actual chance situation is a little more troubling. Everyone expected him to perform good, and he's just having a nightmare of a race so far. It's been a disappointing season so far for the 9-time LES winner. And if he can't figure out anything soon, if this keeps up, this could soon become a season to forget for that 41 team. Yep, that's put him in a very, very unfortunate situation there. He's basically been thrown on the edge of the points, and that is the 41 going a lap down. There, Louvier and Smith and Matt Duncan, they all come down. There you go. There's your first takers. Nick Pericles will get the bonus points for staying out. Oh, we got trouble. Some cars made contact. We'll give you a report on that as soon as we can. The cameras don't allow us to see in there because that is an indoor pit lane. Oh, here's a replay. It looks like it involved DJ Curtis. Watch the 78. He's gonna go here, and then the 8 Reese Black comes flying in. And I figured there's a miscommunication there, but look how close Curtis comes to the wall there. That could have been disaster. And then you see Black, you barely see Black kind of spins him back around. That could have been disaster, but it turned out a lot better than it could have for number 78. Well, here we are on lap 78. Green flag pit stops. They're about to cycle out. Kyle Collins is pit, and Ryder Smith, I believe, is your leader now. Crosses the line. Time and scoring updates, and indeed, Ryder Smith has retaken the lead of the race. Sean Angel, he cycled out in second. That may have been a scheduled stop. He may have been trying to short pit. Oh, wait, he's got a problem. I really should not have opened my mouth there. Something is amiss in a 14, and he's not able to get back up there. He's not able to get into the pits. Oh, God. Keep it to the bottom. He is... Oh! Wait, he's under power? Like, it looks like it seems like the car stalled out or something. That was a weird incident. Well, I suppose it puts Chris Lavier back in P2, trying to chase down the 18. Real Lucas looks like he's going a lap down. Oh, Smithing it 3 wide at the lap cars. Wasting no time getting through the traffic. Real Lucas is actually in the points. That probably says a lot. Will Hoyt and Vingai are just outside of top 20. Adkins up to 22nd, so she's made up some ground from her earlier struggles. I think the undercut worked out pretty well for her. But, yeah, Smith looking very good, and he's certainly creating a wall of lap cars between himself and Louvier. Chans is trying to work his way back up. Jabri, right now it's looking like he probably will not get any owner's points. He will not get locked in on owner's points, more likely than not. Curtis, despite his spin, is actually in the points. Then here's Pericles. Oh, that's Ellie Nelson. She's jumped Ray Krieger in the pit lane. A great performance for that 96 so far. Looks like Phyllis Fedor, she was one of the short pitters, and she has not lost power in her car. She's in the top 20. She's in the top 10 in car number 20 behind Kyle Collins. In P7, Bryant up there in the top 10, and Charles Sanford from 39th. Up into the top 10. Aiden Shepard's fallen a little bit, but he's still having a solid showing at the moment. Miyama's dropped off a fair bit. Faber, another driver we normally expect to get on the short tracks, having an off day. He's running in 16th. Don't forget that just last week he had a very disappointing loss in Denver with a last lap pass courtesy of his teammate. Jeffrey Finguy here. I think we may expect a little more short track pace out of him because he won the last short track race. He finally broke his winless streak in Maxwell Center. He's carrying the Rooster Teeth colors again. I believe their headquarters are here in Texas. So certainly, he's flying the banner for them. And, he's had a quiet day. P22, he would get points, but I think he's looking for a little more. I think he wants to try and get back. He's keeping up with the 18. I think he wants to get back on the lead lap. Be very important in the event of a yellow. Kyle Collins, he's up to P5 now. He's been cutting through traffic. I think that team might have made some adjustments, and he's really quick now. Could he potentially score a win? Could he score a win? We will have to see. He's trying to make some magic happen. Kyle Collins, he started a lot of races in the LES, still looking for his first career win. It's hard to believe that a driver who's broken out, shown as much talent as he has, it's hard to believe that someone like him hasn't won a race yet. Might as well get another update on our bubble contenders there. I'll say Madeline Atkins is up in the top 20. She's recovered what was looking to be a pretty terrible race. And looks like none of our bubble drivers are where they need to be. Jabree's in 90th. Jabree's in 30th. Zona has had a rough second half of the race. He's dropped well out of the points. Same for Miyama. And it looks like, Holbear out of the points as well. None of them been able to capitalize on their situation. So I think drivers like Perkle, I think they're going to be safe. Though Perkle is having a pretty poor race himself. Jeffrey Finguy still hounding the back of the 18. He's not letting him go. He's keeping him honest. He wants to get his lap. Finguy is serious about wanting to get his lap back. You never know when a caution could strike. And if that happens, you do not want to be a lap down. And he's gonna make sure he's not a lap down. Dives underneath the 18, and that's exactly what Louvier wants to see. Finguy trying to make his charge. Kirby looking at she's taking advantage of that. She wants to get one of her laps back. That is great news for Louvier. Oh, wait a minute. I think Louvier is in the pits. I think Chris Louvier just came down pit road. A lot of things happening very quickly. That's put Nick Pericles in a very good position. He's on a 1 year deal here. His contract got extended for 1 season, and he's trying to prove to his employer that was a good decision. Trying to prove to RJ Manson that was a good decision, and he certainly had some good pace. His results have been a little on and off. Oh yeah, something was wrong. There's some damage on the 40. Louvier's come back out of the pits, and the right side is caked in. Oh boy, what's happened here? Well, we got a report, and that was indeed an issue. Chris Louvier had a flat tire. You can see him. You can actually see him here because we're able to actually see him because he had the first pit stall. Only changes the right sides. He had a flat. Comes out, but here's where actually the damage comes in. You see it right there. He banged the wall coming out of the pits. He's trying to avoid people, and so that was self-inflicted. But yeah, good day gone bad for Chris Louvier. Ryder Smith he's had some trouble navigating the traffic. Finguy making that move kind of opened up the floodgates. He's been stuck on the high side for a little bit. And we're going to see a lot of drivers trying to make the most of that opportunity. But what that's a big positive for is Nick Pericles, who's been gaining time hand over fist. Smith had a 4-second lead over him just a few laps ago. now the gap is only down to 1.7 seconds. Smith looks like he's gonna finally be able to settle into a line here, but not before that gap gets cut into by like another half second. Meanwhile, his teammates still been trying to find a way around Krieger. I think at this point, Krieger's just hoping the car holds together, because he's had so many issues. Maverick's had a lot of reliability issues, and that definitely came to a head in Denver. Krieger had issues, and Kirby had issues, and they were both having great days, and it fell apart for the both of them. Like, that was just heartbreaking. Oh, there's Louvier making a move underneath. Louvier's probably not going to get points today. Like he's lost 2 laps, but I guess it just be that way sometimes. I will say it kind of looks like Krieger and Collins been closing on that 31, but here we go. 18's right there. He's been falling and falling and falling, and he still can't get the bottom. And Pericles is there. Pericles Pericles is right in striking distance. He's gonna do whatever he can, forces it down low, no contact to keep it clean, but Nick Pericles is your new leader. Right as we take 50 laps to go here in the Exxon 175, Pericles does not want another winless streak to start. He wants to take a trip to victory lane early in the year. Just make some magic happen. But like Smith, he's really free-falling now. We've actually got a good battle, got a potential battle on our hands here, because now this is for the lead. Krieger's really closed down on the 31. Krieger wants to score his long overdue first win. Pericles has some really hungry drivers behind him. God, I think Smith's having some handling issues, because he's still not being able to get to the bottom. Like, that car must be pushing tight. He's got some issues there. But Krieger and Collins are both incredibly hungry drivers, both looking for their first career win in the LES. Krieger's looking on the 31, can't make anything happen. Just did not have the handling. He got a little tight there. I think Smith just shoved the 56 aside. But Krieger's running a lower line than the 31. About to catch another lap car here to 64 of Eli Bright. He's falling back a little bit. Gives them a space. But yeah, Krieger's just got to look for an opportunity to try and strike. And Jason Evans not having a day he was looking for. This is definitely not the race he was looking to have in front of his home crowd. Something just really has gone wrong in the second half for him. No grip. He's been off the pace. And now he's going to go a lap down to the 31. I think it's a second lap down, actually. Car coming out of the pits. Jason Perkle had to pit for something. That's Madeline Adkins going a lap down now. She's in 23rd. Not even having a bad day. Just tells you how many cars go a lap down in these short track races. Because it's such a short lap, the fast cars will be catching the tail a lot quicker. Nobody's been able to do anything about the 17. Nobody's able to do anything with that 31. He's just got a good handle. Just hitting his marks. Oh, Kirby's in the wall. Bright's in the pits. I'm starting to figure out the pit again. Because that's another car in the pits. Not sure what's going on there. Yeah, Barnes is in as well. I think we've actually got another cycle of pit stops. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah, they pit on like lap 70 or so. God, I'm a dummy. They pit on like lap 70 or so. So no, we got another cycle of green flag pit stops. And there you go. Bunch of the leaders just came down. Something's up with the 6. Matt Duncan's getting held in his pit stall. And Duncan's like, how about that? Shelley runs into the 6. Something's wrong with Matt Duncan's car, and a good day goes sour. Everything's going to hell for Maverick. And Matt Duncan's typical, and the Maverick luck strikes again. Ah, man. And just another day in the life of being a Maverick GP driver, huh? But here's the big story. Ray Krieger is leading this race. He jumped Nick Pericles in the pits. Pericles had a terrible stop, and he's falling back now. He's actually dropped to 4th. He's under fire from some lap cars. Smith's at the 3rd, Collins 2nd, but one Maverick crew fumbling, like one Maverick crew fumbled, the other picked it up. Krieger taking the interception. He's leading this race with approaching with only like 30 laps to go. Oh, Christopher Bryant also have issues in the pits. Man, there's gonna be a lot of unhappy teams. I'll say that much. But Ray Krieger, this could be the day that Ray Krieger wins, but he's got a problem. We've got a caution. So we couldn't actually find anything. That we do believe that caution came out for debris. A debris YOLO completely flipping this race on its head, because now everything's gonna be all bunched up. Ray Krieger is your leader, Ryder's 2nd, Kyle Collins in 3rd, Nick Pericles 4th, Vilas Fedor in P5, Ryan Acosta 6th, James Shelley 7th, Nico Polyakov 8th, Charles Sanford 9th, and then Alyssa Kirby. Yeah, that was a certified Al Miller strategy call right there. It's worked like a charm. Alyssa Kirby will restart in P10. But meanwhile, her teammate, Ray Krieger, has got a big opportunity on his hands. He could score his first LES win today, but he's got to hold off the field. He's got to hold off the field here for about 28 more laps here. Green flag back in the air. I mean, he may have been looking for a better jump than that, but Ryder Smith stuck up high, and same for Collins. That's exactly what Krieger needed. This restart's gone quite well for him. He's just got to hope these lappers don't interfere with him too much. Gonna be crossing a line here soon. Make it 20 laps to go for Wisconsin's Ray Krieger. This could be a big day for that team. Meanwhile, it is rush hour in the field. Look at all this action. For like 2-3 wide, all throughout the pack. It's just an exciting action. And it looks like we have a battle for 2nd on our hands here. Nick Pericles working his way back up the field. Krieger's been forced up by a lapper. I think Pericles is in a good position here. Pericles takes 2nd away. Krieger can't find the bottom. I don't know who sent him up the track, but he's not going to be too happy about that. Nick Pericles down low. He's going to make it. He's going to make the move. Carmer 31 retakes the lead. With 16 laps to go here in Remembrance Field. Vilas Fedor moving her way up after starting in the back, being sent to the rear. She's going to deny Krieger the bottom. P2 for the Canadian. She hasn't won a race since 2015. A lot of very hungry drivers behind Nick Pericles. Meanwhile, like Faber, Cavagnaro, I don't think they are going to give those laps up if their lives depend on it. They want a yellow, but they haven't gotten one. No yellow has come out yet for those guys. They're running out of time because Pericles is getting closer and closer. Yeah, now Krieger is getting freight trained. I think that's another potential win slipping through his grasp. And that is a heartbreaker. Sean Angel, not exactly playing teammates here. He's gonna force Fedor up the racetrack. Not sure what the deal is there. But Pericles is... But that's going to allow Pericles to really open the gap up. It's Ryan Acosta now in second. It's having a hard time keeping track of everything that's been going on, but it's under 10 laps to go now. Pericles just needs to hold on for a little bit more. But Ryan Acosta has now moved into P2. That's James Shelley in third, and where has Nico Poyaka been all day? Well, I have no idea, but right now he's in P4. Just has to hang. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to win. These guys, and I think Faber's out of time here. He's up high. It's going to be 6 laps to go. Those guys need a caution. I think Pericles is home free unless we get a yellow. Nick Pericles, nobody was sure if he was going to be re-signed to this 31 team last year. Like there was a lot of talk about how his job at RJ Manson Racing was not secure. He turned up the heat in the second half, had an amazing second half season, broke his winless streak, returned a victory lane at Talladega, and now he's looking to make a statement. He can win on more than just plate tracks, and Nick Pericles is back. And he's only 2 laps away from doing just that. Nobody can do anything. Acosta just doesn't have enough time. There's too many cars between them. There's some cars coming in the pits. White flag in the air. Doesn't matter for Pericles. Wait, something's gone on. Caution's out. You've got to be kidding me. Caution just came out coming to the white flag. Well, how about that? It looks like we're going to be going into overtime. And that is that is a heartbreaker for Nick Pericles. We're going to have to go for another restart. And it looks like the cause is right here. Mark Colbert, he needs a pit, and he sweeps across the bumper of Miyama, and Miyama absolutely plows it into the pit lane. Right into the pit wall, and that is a violent way to end the race for Miyama, and that could have cost Nick Pericles the win, because that was the latest possible time we could have had a caution, and now Pericles is going to have to survive one more restart. So, with that timely caution, Nick Pericles will have to survive 2 more laps. Ryan Acosta, James Shelley, Ryder Swift, Charles Sanford, your top 5. 2 more laps of action here. We bring him down. Green flag, back out. It's overtime. 4 wide the back. We had some contact right off the bat. Pericles got a good jump, but Charles Sanford is there. He wants to make the move. Ray Krieger, Maxwell Chan, they're hugging the bottom. They had an amazing restart. White flag. Sanford looking for a move. So is Krieger. Sanford a little low. They made contact. 31 gets dumped. Pericles around. Chaos in the back. Ray Krieger's got the lead. Ray Krieger is going to round the final turn. And he's going to win this race. What a turn of events. Ray Krieger is finally a winner in the Launch Energy Elite Series in absolutely dramatic fashion. Pericles' car is trashed. Got bright wood, a lot of damaged cars. Wow. We're going to get a replay of that. Alright, here's a replay. You see, Charles Sanford's looking, but Krieger squeezes it a little bit. Sanford sees that, so he's not going to go all the way to the bottom. But he still wants to try and make a move. It's a desperate move in a turn 1. He tries to move Pericles, and he doesn't want to back off for Krieger, so he keeps pushing it. Keeps pushing, and around goes the 31, dumps in front of the field. There goes Krieger. That's the race-winning move for car number 17. Meanwhile, in the back, this is happening. Acosta slams the 31. And Brand Wick is involved. He bounces down into Ali Nelson, James Shelley, and Jeffrey Finguy. Looks like James Shelley got bumped by Ryder Smith. Sends him down to Eli Brighton, Connor Atwood. And looks like Alan Cavagnaro makes it through to chaos. And meanwhile, we've got this going on. Allie Nelson slams into the 42, loses her speed, and her old little friend, Jeffrey Finguy, is going to come back at her, try to take this spot away, but he's going to come up just shy right here. Nelson holds onto the spot, but there is going to be some serious tempers, emotions running high. Gotta love some good old-fashioned short track tempers, but one man who will not be upset is Ray Krieger. So, congratulations to Ray Krieger on finally getting that monkey off his back. He's had some bad luck, and as I think things finally went his way. As is his 33rd career start, he gets win number 1 in absolute chaotic fashion. Maxwell Chan comes out of nowhere to finish second. I don't think anybody expected him to be there after how much he struggled, but there he is. Danny Everett with his first top 5 in well over a year. Great day for him. Aiden Shepard 4th in his home race. Kyle Collins 5th. DJ Curtis 6th. Charles Sanford 7th, and I'm sure he'll have some people pissed off of him. Ryder Smith 8th. Phyllis Fedor 9th, another top 10 for her, and Alan Cavagnaro ranked the top 10. Then Allie Nelson 11th, beating out Jeffrey Finguy for 12th. Then it's James Shelley in 13th. Brandon Wood 14th. Connor Atwood down to 15th. Eli Bright 16th in his first start of the year. And then Nick Pericles and Ryan Acosta 17th and 18th, losing a lot of positions. Tyler Faber 19th. William Brock in 20th. Nico Polyakov in 21st. The 52-year-old Reese Black getting 22nd in his first start as a team owner. Abdel Jabri in 23rd. Brandon Barnes 24th. Marcus Bruno in 25th is Ryan Manson, Madeline Adkins, Jason Perkle, Alyssa Kirby, and Jason Evans rounding out your points positions. As we move on to the point standings, we see an unexpected name on the top. Phyllis Fedor in Hamilton's 4th car moves to the top of the board with 4 top 10s. She's been very quiet, very consistent, and it's paid off. She's been doing incredibly well. Jeffrey Finguy is 2nd, only 9 points behind. Connor Atwood is sitting in 3rd now. Sean Angel, with 2 disappointing results, drops to 4th. And Nico Polyakov also loses positions down to 5th. Alan Cavagnaro remains in 6th. Ray Krieger, with his win, jumps up to 7th, back into the top 10. DJ Curtis in 8th, another good showing. Tyler Faber falls to 9th, and Kyle Collins, with his first top 5 of the year, moves up to 10th. Ryder Smith stays put in 11th. Charles Sanford is in 12th for now. However, we do believe that incident will be investigated. Maxwell Chan pulling out a surprising top 5 in this race. It's his first of the year. He moves up to 13th, jumping Chris Louvier, who falls to 14th with a disappointing result. Allie Nelson slowly continues her climb in 15th. Matt Duncan drops 7 positions down to 16th. He's one of the big losers of this week. And Nick Pericles, what could have been for him? He could have won, but instead he loses a couple positions down to 18th. James Shelley is in 19th, very quiet so far. He's looking to break out. And Aiden Shepard, a big winner this week, jumps up 8 positions to 20th. That's all for this week. Be sure to stick around next time when we visit the challenging flat road course, the Provo Motorsports Park in Utah, for a doubleheader weekend with the ARA Super Late Model Tour.